Hello and welcome to Diplomatic License right here on City TV. My name is Apostolic, and of course we're in the Christmas season, and what we're doing on this show is we're spending some time taking some very special Christmas messages from some of our favorite diplomats here on the show, people who are not strangers, who we've grown to love and respect, and who of course you have become accustomed to seeing. I'm sure you feel like you know some of them. Now today we're at the Diplomatic Nuncio. Of course, that means we're at the residence or on the premises where the Diplomatic Nuncio resides. So the Most Reverend, His Excellency, Henryk Jagodziński is here with me, and I mean, it was very important for us to come here this season because we're talking about the birth of Jesus Christ, and I mean, it's very befitting to make sure that we come to a place where much reverence is given to our Lord. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm very happy that we can meet us again.
Definitely. You know, a lot of people are traveling or they have holidays during this time, but for you, you can't have a holiday.
Well,
well, not in the strict sense, because you need to celebrate with people, right?
No, I can say that in certain sense we have holidays that it means our chancellery is closed. We are not working with the paper, but or somebody could call this work, but for us is service and pleasure to praise the Lord. So, and this wonderful time that we could dedicate more time for the prayer and give the glory to the Lord.
Definitely. No, the last time we met, you did speak a lot about some of the things that you did during your childhood, and some of those memories were Christmas memories.
Yes.
Can you just remind us of what some of your favorite childhood memories of Christmas are, you know, from back home?
So, I bring with me something, and this we called in Poland opłatek.
Opłatek?
The name comes from Latin names, oblatum, it means sacrificial gift. Okay. And this is kind of bread which is used for Holy Mass, for the consecration, but of course this is not consecrated. And the story was that even in medieval time, the people who prepared this bread for the Mass was some pieces with rest, and they give to the regular people, but they considered it's like something special. Okay. And now for many centuries we have the tradition that when in the Christmas Eve the first star appeared, we started Christmas Eve supper. Okay. And for Polish people it's something special, something I can say mystical. And we started this eve with the breaking of this bread. Okay. And we express the wishes. Okay. And this is the symbol of the love, forgiveness, brotherhood, and peace. Okay, love, brotherhood, forgiveness, peace, and reconciliation. I forgot reconciliation. Okay. Because so love, many people who during the year have some problem in this year started behave like human beings. So let us forgive our problems. And you know, when I was child, that this was the white for the people, and this is also the red wine. Okay. Red one, not red wine. Red one. Okay. So there's a white one and there's a red one. Yes, okay. Only a red one, who was brought by the farmers to the animals, because this was they also some closeness to the animals. Even that after we will eat them, but in this day we were very kind. Meant for the animals. Very kind for them, and this was the tradition that at midnight the animals were able to speak with human voice. This is the legend. But this legend is not very not have any fundaments, because in book of prophet Isaiah, I think chapter 11, the prophet is speaking at the messianic time when the predators and cows and sheep will live together and they will not kill each other. So we started this, and we can do that. No, you break, or like that. And prayer choral, I wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the best. God bless you and your family, and all your wish can realize.
Amen. I wish you the same.
And I take one piece. Yes, and you from me.
Okay. Oh, and then we eat?
Yes, of course. And of course, for the Poles who are, you can put
okay, so put here.
Abroad.
So it tastes like a wafer, and of course, very much like the bread that we break during communion service, or any church service where we're taking the body of Christ. Yes, tastes just like it.
Yes. It is very interesting that this tradition makes also the people who have the problem with faith, they not go to the church, but this evening they started with breaking and become a little more human than the rest of year.
And this is a very beautiful tradition, and thank you so much for sharing that, because it's very special. And I'm just wondering the amount of love and time it takes to make this bread, because it's very delicate. There's even a picture on it.
Yeah, but I disappointed you. This is now this is some special form, and now you can buy it everywhere. When I was child, this was a privilege of organists to give to the parishioners, and now with industrial world, you can buy this in supermarket. But this is different. That this one, which is distributed by the organist, is blessed in the church.
That's what I was about to say. It's blessed. Like
yes, there's a special blessing for.
No, you don't understand. The representative of the Pope in Ghana just broke bread with me, and that is a blessing. That is a blessing. It's a blessing. I didn't buy it in the supermarket.
No, this is impossible.
But thank you so much. Thank you. But let's talk about this beautiful set behind us. And as soon as I saw it, I recognized that it has all the markings of something that was carved in Ghana. You know, Ghanaian carpenters and carvers, artisans, they have a certain way in which they do their wood art. And when I asked you, and indeed Monsignor as well, you both said yes, it was done in Ghana. Where did you get it from?
That's how we'll tell you during our first meeting that I love your country, your people, and I take any occasion to visit your country, the places when I didn't see. And in September, I visited Diocese Hall, and I was with the Bishop of Ho in the grotto, and there...
The Bishop of Ho in the Volta region?
Yes. Emmanuel Fianou. And I received from parishioners this beautiful sculpture, ebony. Of course, in the middle, we have the hero of this day, baby Jesus.
The person for whom Christmas is named.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, he's there. Okay, and this is of course Our Lady.
Yes.
Mary. Okay, and then we've got
Saint Joseph.
Saint Joseph.
And here we have the angel.
Okay.
That according to Gospel, that this was the angel which announced the good news to the shepherd.
Okay. So that's the shepherd.
Yes. And he's a very hard-working people. He's not only shepherd, he brings also something to eat for the sheep. And here we can see him with sheep. And shepherd is not just shepherd because in the Bible, even in Old Testament, God Himself present like shepherd of His flock, and also the first representation of Jesus was also like a good shepherd. So that is not only related with.
Yes, and of course He is the Lamb.
Yes, lamb. It is donkey and camel, and behind you we have the hero.
Yes.
Under the Christmas tree we have the hero of 6th January, the wise men who bring the gold, myrrh, and incense.
Incense, so there are 3 of them.
This is probably myrrh.
Okay.
The first one is bringing. This will be incense.
This will be incense.
And he, with open bags, this is gold.
Okay.
And this symbolized. This was not casually. Gold symbolized the royal dignity of Christ. Maybe I should start it with incense, because incense symbolizes the God's nature, that Jesus is God. Okay. God, that He is human, and myrrh, unfortunately, the future that He will die. Myrrh was used for the balsamation when somebody after the death, or balsam embalm the body, and this was the prophecy for the death of Jesus. And also it's very interesting that according to the evangelist, that unfortunately the Holy Family didn't come to Ghana, where the people with Aquaba welcome.
Yes.
And they went for the census. That is not only now, we have the census even at that time. And Bethlehem was crowded, and they didn't find the place, and was obliged to stop and pass the night in the building for the animals, and Jesus was put on. Yes, exactly. And according yes, and according to first writers of the church, the manger, because manger was made in wood, symbolized the cross of Jesus. That yes, I reduce the meaning of Christmas for this joy, what is just, but we a little forgot the purpose of His coming.
His birth, His coming, yes.
Yes, and this was the cross, death, but resurrection in the end. And this is also very pity, because when you are coming for example, malls, you are delighted how many decoration, and even on the street how many decoration. But when you are looking, you have impression that the hero of this decoration is this gentleman, Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, they say.
Yes.
In other places.
Yeah, in our place is Saint Nicholas, and he's a bishop. And here, because it's history that in 1936 this was some advertising company for Christmas of Coca-Cola, and they presented like that,
and then it just flew.
Yes, for the.
Well, for those of you, we didn't want to kill your dreams, but the hero of Christmas is not Santa Claus; it's Jesus Christ.
Yes, exactly.
The whole day is named after Him. Christmas, right?
Yes.
And thank you for the insights, because you said something very important, and I think it's only a representative, someone who serves for a living, and evangelizes and carries the word of God, the gospel around, who can explain it this way. And a lot of the time we talk about Christmas being the season for giving, and so not just giving gifts, but giving of yourself, of service. And we forget that Christ, as long as that's what you believe in, and at least that's what you and I sitting here believe in, he gave the ultimate gift, his life. And he was born to give his life.
Yes.
And you just reminded us of that. So his lowly birth, which you've really beautifully summed up. Yes, we got the gold because he is his majesty, but the myrrh is there because we will have to embalm his body. That's what he was born for. Thank you for explaining it that way. Thank you very much. And you've also given a lot more meaning to, because usually when you're going to look for Christmas decorations, you walk into a store and you ask, oh, do you have a nativity set? And they give you all these things. But it has a meaning, a very, very deep meaning, and each piece has a meaning. I'm so glad that the one that we have here is one that was carved.
And of course, the star.
The star.
That also for the wise men, or called also the kings, they saw the star of new king, and they follow them, and the star just stopped on the manger where was lying Jesus. And this is wonderful when you started study the prophecy which called about nativity of Jesus, and this is started from the first pages of Old Testament in Genesis. After the sin of Eve, and after when this is kind of judgment, God called. So what have you combined? What have you done? No, it is not me. Is she? No, it's not me. This was the snake. He proposed me that, and after the sentence, and God said, I introduce enmity between you and between women. It means between their child and yours. It's this first prophecy about the birth of Jesus and of Blessed Virgin Mary. And after one of the prophet of Jesus is also Isaiah and others. And I hope that during this time we and other we will have the time also meditate about it. And there's nothing wrong that have the feast, but like in every feast you come to somebody for birthday, that should be something about birthday, at least some greetings, maybe not too much gifts, but at least the greetings. But sometimes it seems that we go to the party, but we are not really interested for which purpose or which motive. We just
we forget that Jesus is the reason for the season, as we say.
Like we receive some beautiful gifts in box, and we are interested about the box and not what is inside
the box.
And I think that this will be for everybody to again discover the meaning of Christmas, and also for people who not believe. This is what you say about these good feelings, forgiveness, peace, etc. This is related with Jesus. Jesus is also called Emmanuel. It means God with us, and Prince of Peace. And the birth of Jesus is incarnation of God, that God liked it to take our human nature, to change this nature from the nature of sin for divinization, or to give an other dimension. And when the people sometimes meet each other, they started complaining, oh, how world is terrible, how people become bad. Before 20, 50 years, this was different, and now we arrived in the top of human decadence. I don't know if this should be some consolation, but when we started to read the books...
So, Your Excellency, please hold that thought. Let's go for a break, and when we come back, let's get more deep into this, because right now we're in church. We're actually in church, and it's important for us to hear every single thing that His Excellency Henryk Jagodziński, the diplomatic nuncio to Ghana, is about to say. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're still here on Diplomatic License right here on City TV. My name is Apostolic, and I've been speaking during this Christmas season to some of our diplomatic friends, and of course I'm here with the Most Reverend His Excellency Henryk Jagodziński, who is the diplomatic nuncio to Ghana. So, Your Excellency, just before we went on the break, you were, just breaking down a few things, starting from the fall of man and how that was the first, what God said to Eve, that I'm going to introduce enmity between your child and the child of the serpent.
Snake, yes.
That was the very first prophecy of the coming of Christ. And I caught you midway before we went for a break, so I'm hoping you can remember where you left off so that we can pick it up.
Yeah, that's this. I said that maybe this will not be consolation, but this attitude to complain about the present time is old like humanity. So even in antiquity, we have the testimony that the people complain how our generation is corrupt and how the people are bad. This will be end of the world, and before the people was better. And
so we'll be complaining until
yes,
Christ
comes. Yeah, exactly. That I think that the question is that yes, of course, we would like to have a perfect world. What is not possible on the earth, we can do our best and made some correction, but the statement we can say that is perfect, that we don't need that say that we have already paradise is impossible. But what give to us the hope is the Christmas for everybody. That it means that humanity is not so bad, and every human beings have big valor, and because it will be not like that, God didn't send His only begotten Son to save us. So it means that, like humanity, we have some values. We are not perfect, and for our perfection come Jesus. And this was in some book.
So let me just run that through again. So, I mean, humanity has been complaining for centuries we are still complaining.
Yes, that we are so bad that we go from the wars to wars and no hope that this will be finished with our weakness.
But Christmas should be the time where we remember, if we don't remember at any other point during the year, remember that humanity isn't that bad, because if we were, God wouldn't have sent his son to come and die for us, for our sins, to carry us. And so we must be special.
So, and like example, the miracle of Christmas, that during the First War, in the some place in front, this was the case is that the Christmas Eve, the Christmas night, the soldier left the trenches and come meet together and sung together the Christmas song.
The soldiers were fighting against each other.
The French and German, they
during
meet.
The World War.
Yes, the First War, because
First World War.
During the First War, well, like people complained that people was more pious during the Second War.
Yes.
Unfortunately, people was not so pious, so I didn't heard about these cases like that the soldiers come and greet each other
during Christmas.
Yes, and after Christmas they started
back to fight
again. But at least one day something in heart was broken, and what is the better come out. But even in the Second World War, it's not like that, but miracles that normally the people who were very bad and very not very human did try to do something good in that, at least in that day.
It's like all of a sudden on Christmas Day, they became more conscious of humanity, and they're trying to do something good. But Your Excellency, let's talk a little bit about, I mean, I joked early on when we started all of this conversation that, you know, you had to stay at work and you couldn't have a holiday, but you could have gone home this Christmas, right?
Directly, yes.
Yes. But why did you decide to stay in Ghana?
No, but because I told you I like Ghana. This is my new home, and Holy Father sent me here like his representative. And how I am family member if I left my new family during the feasts, so big holidays.
Definitely, and if there's anyone watching us who doesn't really understand what the role of the diplomatic nuncio is, who's Apostolic talking to? It's you know, she's calling him Most Reverend, she's calling him His Excellency. Who is this gentleman? Well, the nuncio, diplomatic nuncio, is a representative of both the Vatican State and the Holy See. So he represents the Pope, yes, but also, of course, the Vatican. And it's a very interesting, you know, he gave us a whole lecture about it, and we'll make sure that we do get you to see that episode so you can understand his job, his work, and his mission here, and what the whole point of having a diplomatic nuncio is for in any given country. Today is for Christmas conversations, so we're not delving deeply into that. But I mean, that's very profound. We like you too. We're happy to have you in Ghana. We have a very special news, so we're very glad to have you. But what are some of the similarities and differences, if any, that you are seeing while you're here when it comes to Christmas, and then back home, or perhaps any other part of the world that you've lived in?
Well, for the Catholics, I can say this decoration, this gentleman is everywhere.
He's everywhere.
China, Japan, Russia, Poland, Italy, Ghana, and other countries. Christmas tree everywhere. I like here in Ghana when I heard this song, this carol, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. It's wonderful heard here with this wonderful temperature, Let It Snow.
No, it doesn't snow here. Let it snow.
That you see the
globalization,
no?
Yes, globalization.
That's sometimes people even didn't reflect that. Well, the Let It Snow maybe is not so appropriate. And when I was child, I remember once in television, this was some images from US, from Florida. I saw the people in the swimming pool with this.
And the palm
what
trees.
kind of Christmas without snow? So this is impossible. Jesus born in a warm temperature. Yes, without snow. And most our carols, Polish carols, is about cold, snow. That really you have impression that Jesus was born in some in the north, in polar. Yes.
That's very interesting, but I mean it's true, and I think recently we're actually thinking through more the carols we sing. So instead of singing in the bleak midwinter, or Let It Snow, or I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas,
exactly.
We're sticking with the ones that don't talk about snow too much. Yes, and just make sure that there's Jesus Christ in there, or Emmanuel in the song, and we know we're getting it right. We know we're getting it right. But let's also.
But was it the same? The liturgy.
The liturgy.
That even we have the translation, but the prayers are the same. So that, well, without the, if we close, you are not looking outside. In the church it's
the same.
It's the same.
You're not looking outside for snow or palm trees or mosquitoes in Ghana, mosquitoes flying past the window.
Yes.
It's the same. It's the same. And I think that also tells us that Jesus Christ is a very powerful, and he's really God but incarnate. Right?
Yes, exactly.
He's global. You can't run away from him. Whether you want to hear about him or not, wherever you are in the world, you will, because that's just how majestic his presence is. For me, that's what all that you said just tells me. Yeah, I don't know if you agree.
Yes, I agree, and I should tell you that unfortunately some people who don't like this global presence of Jesus and try, how I told you about the box.
Yes.
They stopped only on the box, how beautiful the box, without going look inside. And if you put the attention, so many people start not use the expression Merry Christmas, but season greetings.
Season's greetings.
Happy feasts. And recently, Holy Father, exactly how this was beautiful day. I like it like child, and this day also like now 6th of December, because this is feast of Saint Nicola. So in Poland, the children receive 2 times the gifts for
Saint Nicholas on the 6th of December.
Yes, and after
on the 25th for Christmas.
For Christmas, we call for star.
Children in Poland are just having too much fun. I want to be a child in Poland. Please take me there.
You are small welcome. And everywhere, in the kindergarten, in house, somebody dressed like Nicola and come with distribution of the gifts. So in this day, Holy Father was coming back from his trip to the Greece and Cyprus, and he commented some instruction in European Union about not use exclusive language, not use Christmas, because not everybody is Christian. It's true, but I never heard in my life, because I have also the friends who are the Muslim, Jew, Hindu, Jain, atheist. And never I heard that somebody complained of them about Christmas.
No,
contrary, they are happy for the Christmas tree.
And the Christmas food.
Yes.
And the Christmas drinks.
And nobody obliged them to go for the midnight mass, because the center will be a sacrifice goat for them. But nobody complains. So, and I just sent these people who take so care for the people who not complain. And now in these last years we spoke about the tolerance, no?
Yes.
But what kind of tolerance it is if word Christmas is not tolerated is so disturbing. So
that's very profound. What kind of tolerance is it if the word Christmas can be tolerated during Christmas time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's very, very, as usual, you speak wisdom, as usual. I love it, as usual, I love it. And I agree with you, yeah, I mean, it's just like how we have festivals and seasons that represents different faiths around the world. Christmas is one of them, even though it's been become very globalized and accepted by different cultures, different people from different faiths and whatnot. It is very much a Christian festival, a Christian holiday.
Yes.
We must respect it as such. We shouldn't try to mask it to make other people feel good. I mean, tolerance, yes.
But I will tell you that I never had some of my friends from other faith complain that no, you exaggerate. See, Santa Claus is everywhere. I can see this Christmas. Contrary.
I agree. So, Your Excellency, you, of course, I'm sure you have a special message that you want to share with our viewers, not just in Ghana, but all over the world, and not just for you personally, but also of the stature that you represent. Like I said earlier, you do represent, of course, the Holy Father, the Pope, and the Holy See, and you represent the Vatican State as well. And I'm sure there are messages that you'd like to give to those who are watching.
So maybe I will stay to say the message, to be more serious.
Can I stand too?
No, I am leaving. After you can stay after me to leave your message if you want, of course. So first of all, I told you that in my country this is a special day, that it is especially Christmas Eve. We say what we really feel in our heart, and we should show what is better on us. So I take this occasion to say thank you for all Ghanaians for nice aquaba that after the time I stay in your beautiful country, I feel really like at home. So I express my gratitude not only for the Christian community, for the bishops, priests and believers, but for all Ghanaians where I meet. And I say, after this more than 1 year, I had only a good experience. Thank you, the brothers and sisters. This is one thing, gratitude. And other, like representative of Holy Father in your beautiful country. In his name, I would like to express you the most deeper greetings of the special time of Christmas. And I bring you the blessing and prayer of Pope Francis. And with his greetings and his blessing, he would like come to house of everybody of you and bring you peace, love of Jesus, baby Jesus who is born. Everybody will be agree that life is not easy, and we and other people, we have a lot of problems, and probably this problem will not finish next year, but I wish you that they will be less than more. But with Jesus, we can live it in other manner. With Jesus, we can live this problem with hope and with power of love, love of God. Because God loved so this world that He sent His only begotten Son to save this world, not condemned. And this is the message of Christmas. Love of God, incarnated love of God. And I invite you to accept this love and share with others. And so, dear brothers and sisters, I wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. God bless you all. God bless Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Bonjour tout le monde. My name is Sarah Nichols, Chargée d'Affaires at the Canadian High Commission. I bring you greetings on behalf of Her Excellency High Commissioner Kati Chana. 2021 has been a challenging year for everyone. COVID continues to require us to do things differently in all aspects of our lives. I am in awe of the resilience of Ghanaians in these COVID times. You've been resourceful and steadfast in your efforts to mask up, wash hands, and get your jabs. These are 3 key ingredients for ending the pandemic for good. Please be mindful of the COVID protocols during the festive season, for your health and for the health of those around you. I send my appreciation to the Government of Ghana and our partners for all that we have achieved together on our shared priorities. For those that celebrate, a Merry Christmas, and for all, a happy end of 2021 and all the best for the new year. May 2022 bring you new opportunities, happiness, and good health. Happy New Year, Bonne Année, Akashiapa.
Hello, I'm Harriet Thompson, British High Commissioner to Ghana. This is a time of year when many people come together to celebrate the gifts of joy, love and peace. So to everybody, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, may I wish you a happy, happy Christmas time with those universal gifts of joy, love and peace in abundance. 2021 hasn't been an easy year for many people, but Christmas is about glad tidings. So we look forward to 2022 with hope in our hearts for a better year for everybody. For me and my family, 2021 has been a really special year because we've moved to Ghana. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. We have loved beginning to get to know this wonderful country, the people, the food, the culture. So it's with excitement and optimism that we look forward together to the opportunities that 2022 has to bring. May it be a happy and successful year for all. Me mamu Afishiapa.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
I'm sure the next time I see you will be in the new year. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year too.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been speaking to, of course, the Most Reverend His Excellency Henryk Jagodziński, and he is the diplomatic nuncio to Ghana, the representative of the Pope, of the Holy See, and of course, the Vatican State. And it's been a pleasure to speak to him anytime, really, but especially now during the Christmas season. And I hope you were blessed that you did, at least, even if you're not Christian or you don't believe in Christmas or in God or in Jesus, I hope at least he did give you some hope, because everybody knows that the world needs some hope and some healing right now. My name is Apioko, diplomatic license on City TV. I'll see you next week.